I imagine he's a good buddy with Schumer. All right, now then, here's the law. Title 10, United States Code. This is a copy of it. We got a couple of video cameras, so maybe they can even zoom in. The Title 10 United States Code is about general military law. That's what Title 10 is. Now, Chapter 13 of Title 10 of United States Code, in paragraph 311, says militia, composition, and classes. Bowlegs A. The militia of the United States consists of all able-bodied males at least 17 years of age and, except as provided in Section 313 of Title 32, under 45 years of age who are or who have made a declaration of intention to become citizens of the United States, and of female citizens of the United States who are commissioned officers in the National Guard. The classes of militia are: 1, the organized militia, which consists of the National Guard and naval militia. 2, the unorganized militia, which consists of the members of militia who are not members of the National Guard or naval militia. Now, it goes on, but let's bring you a further piece of evidence. The Supreme Court in 307, this is the citation, 307 U.S. 174, 1939, Supreme Court of the United States says, quote, that the militia is composed of civilians, primarily soldiers on occasion. It is upon this force that the United States could rely for defenses and securing of the laws on a force that comprised all males physically capable of acting in concert for the common defense, who, when called for service, were expected to appear bearing arms supplied by themselves and of the kind in common use at the time. This is 1939. It's not that long ago. Supreme Court is saying that if you're called and you're an American, you need to come. And what do you bring with you? Guns. In what kind of guns? In common use at the time. Now, you say, okay. Here is a letter from the Department of the Army. This is not an old letter. This letter is dated 25 September 1994. And it says from the Department of the Army, quote, to describe the authority, organization, and mission of the Director of Civilian Marksmanship, Title 10 United States Code requires the Secretary of the Army to promote marksmanship training with rifled arms among able-bodied citizens of the United States outside of the active services. The Secretary of the Army fulfills this requirement under the advisory direction of the National Board for the Promotion of Rifle Practice, and it established the Department of Civilian Marksmanship. Friends, the Department of Civilian Marksmanship was just ruled out of money by the United States Congress. In August, how long is that from now? You see, we've got a fiscal year coming up, but in August, the U.S. Congress has cut off money for the DCM. If you want one of these Army service rifles, you have got to act now. The next time I come to town will be too late for you to get this information from me. This is not my program. This program belongs to the Secretary of the Army. This program is so that Title 10 can be supported, so that able-bodied Americans, if you will read Title 32, it says females. That's what it's referring to. If you are a male or a female, and you are able-bodied, and you are an American, you have to be trained, you have to have access to military-type weapons, or you cannot fulfill your role, according to the Supreme Court, in the unorganized militia. So they have to give you away, so they do. Call this number. If you don't already have one of these military rifles, call this number. They will not send it to you in the mail unless you have qualified. Friends, to qualify is about as hard as walking out of this room. You call the number. The number is 202. This is Washington, D.C. You'll get a very nice secretary who will answer the phone. She knows they're going out of business. Congress has just ruled them no money. Get her on the phone, 202-761-0810. Tell her where you live. I live in Dallas, Texas. I live in Plano. I live in Wiley. I live in Kalamazoo. Tell her where you live. She will give you an authorized representative to qualify you to receive a military rifle in the mail from the federal government. She'll give you the name, address, and phone number. Call this person and say, I understand, I want to qualify for the DCM military rifle. You know all the qualification is? You have to shoot 50 rounds downrange. That way they know that you know how to load, you know how to aim, you know how to squeeze without shooting yourself in the foot or your neighbor in the ear. You don't have to hit anything. You just shoot 50 rounds downrange. They give you a certificate of qualification. You now send this in to the address that they will give you on the phone to Washington, D.C. Friends, in the mail comes your military rifle. You don't go down and pick it up at a gun shop. It's the only organization in America that can send you guns right through the mail. The federal government, the Department of the Army. You try it. 202-761-0810. I don't care whether you do it or not. The cost right now of the military rifle, I think, is $250. The rifles that are being sent out now, according to people who have just gotten them, and I and Claudia applied for ours, are of match grade quality. I just received a list of rifles that the DCM, a colonel who's an air defense officer, had just auctioned off. The minimum was $3,000. These are 30 caliber. These are like 308, 30 caliber rifles. At any rate, this I hope I have shown you by the Supreme Court, by Title 10, and by the Army's own secretary that you are the unorganized militia, that they have a way for you to, when you are and if you are called, present yourself so that you might know how to use the weapon effectively. Like the Supreme Court says, you are soldiers of a period of time. All right, I hope that one is fairly clear to you. Here, real quickly, is a review of money. This is a recent cover off of the Economic Magazine. It says the future of money. And it's all, you see, the $20 bill is going away. It's called e-money. CNN, about 3 days ago, made the announcement $2 trillion a day transfers hands in America through e-money, electronic money. Everywhere you see, people are use your card, do this, do that. Friends, is there any question that we are moving into an electronic age where the government, I'm not going to show you the old documents, I've shown you time and time again about the National Identification Card, about this chip. These are all brand new. Let me look at these documents, give you a date if I can. This is July the 12th. Here's July the 10th. Marked for life is the article of this one in the Dallas Morning News, as a matter of fact. See, I know they don't turn off the light here in Dallas all the time. Here is an article out of the London Telegram. Quote, Prince William, 12 years old now, elder son of Prince Charles and Princess Diana, and the second in line to the British throne, is to be electronically tagged when he enters Eton this fall. You can go ahead and bury your head in the sand if you want to. We are rapidly approaching a time. The vehicle I rented right down here at Dallas Airport today has a sign on it that says this vehicle is electronically tracked by one of these little chips. We are going to win the war on crime and drugs. You cannot cheat on your income tax because with e-money, everything is accountable to the government. You never leave home without it. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be counterfeited. It cannot be misused in any way unless they cut your hand off or your head.